Yes, dear people. Another day, another trading day. But this clip today is not an usual one. Today we will do some trade recaps on some trades that I took, and we'll go through some thoughts and yeah, we'll see what we have done and what we could improve and how every trade went, right? So let's start with Euro USD. This is not a trade that I took, but this was a markup that I did before. I did it at night before Asian session. I put out this level where I thought that price would respect and we would see an upside, and we can see that price did not respect this swing low, but we took out the swing low and then we pushed up right through, and we're now trading above this EMA. So this was a trade that I had put out before. So once again, I did not take this trade, but I did put out this level. But I did take another trade that I lost, and it was at Euro USD. Let's see if I can find it. There was one Euro USD trade I took. So this was another trade that I took yesterday. I lost it, or was it Wednesday? But this was a trade I took. I took it from 640, yeah. So in theory, I should not have taken this trade. And why is that? First of all, let's make this circle smaller. So why did I enter this? So I did have, as I showed you before, I did have a long bias, but this was my short bias before we took out this swing low, this sell side liquidity. So my thought process when during Tuesday, after Tuesday, I thought that Wednesday would do this, but as you can see, we just melted, right? And we took out this sell side liquidity. So that means that this trade is violated. And since we did take out this internal structure, it means that the next target is the external, all of this buy side liquidity. So that's why this trade is violated. But I still took this trade, and you can see that I would be in some profit, but once price went up, I did not put my stop loss at this high. Instead, I saw that I was in a huge drawdown because I risked more than I should, and instead I did close the trade manually. So this was a loss that I took, right? And for me taking losses is not any issues, right? We need to be transparent. I'm not perfect, and I'm just even I can have losses as any other trader. But we need to be humble. We need to see the bigger picture. We need to be we need to have a risk management that's on point, where it doesn't necessarily mean that if we even lose 2, 3, 4 trades in a row, that we can't be profitable, right? So we need to be consistent. We need to have a strategy that we have worked on and edged and all of this to go to the next level. So once again, this was a trade I took. Should I have taken this trade? No. And I should have just, this trade, once we took out this low, this trade would be violated. Yeah, it would be violated. So I shouldn't have taken this trade since we took out the first objective, which was this sell side liquidity. So we have GU. I haven't taken, I did take some small, I think small trades. I'm just double checking the history on the account. Yeah, I did take some US30 trade that will go through. I did take a GU long on 30th, so I think it was yesterday, so it's not today. So it's not important to take the trades I took yesterday, but we can just take out that GU trade, the 30th. I took a buy position here and lost. Yeah, okay. I did not take any GU positions today, but I did take some yesterday, but I can't remember the trades I took. This 1 to 18 is not something I took. But another trade I did take was this AUD short that I lost on. And it was a very, how do you say, it was a textbook trade that checked all of my boxes. So I would take this trade once again, even if I did lose on this. And why is that? Because we are currently trading inside this H4 CB, and this orange area is our weekly CB. So and I know that we did take out this low, we wicked through it, and then we pushed right through. We have this H4 CB, right? So in theory it should be from internal to external, but since we are in some kind of bearish movement, and we do have some targets, upside targets, which can be attacked, I thought that price should give us some kind of opportunity to go shorter and at least go down to a discount, right? Where we could eventually buy if it was a possibility. But the reason why I took the short was we did come up here, we swept that low on H4, right? We didn't close below, we just wicked, and we did get this reaction on the H1. And bear in mind that we are inside this H4 CB, right? So here in this H4 CB, we go, so we are here, right? So this is our opening, right? This is the true open, whatever you want to call it. So this is our true open, right? And I can see that price did what? We did a very good sweep in liquidity. We took out this Asian high and this swing high, and then I saw this break of structure on the M15. So once I saw this breakout structure on the M5, it's much clearer on M5, right? And we do have this right, so we have this liquidity, so we broke through, and then I took the short from this equilibrium. I had my SL above here, and then I did have this equal lows, which was our low hanging fruit. But because we also were trading inside the H4CB, I was expecting for price to go even further down, honestly. And that's the honest truth. I thought that we were going to go down. So we can see that I got this, whatever you want to call it, sniper entry. And then we took out this swing low, and then we just reversed and kept that Asian low intact. So that for me is another reason why we shouldn't be done with attacking some lows, because all of this for me is liquidity, and we'll see what price wants to do. All of this for me is liquidity, and I'm thinking some quite easy, if price would be ready to go up, this is not the price action I would want to see. So there's a reason that price could come back down here, and we could see a higher push up. Right, so there is a high possibility, honestly, for price to respect this H1CB, and we could see this kind of movement for Monday and Tuesday before we then attack some highs. So AU was one trade that I lost on, so I did lose on this short. It reversed on me, nothing too crazy, that happens. So what's price doing now? When I see this kind of double bottom, I know that price is ready to come back down, but we need to see some more confirmation. At this moment, there is no reason to take some shorts to these levels, but I do think that during next week that we will attack these lows. So another trade that I won on two trades, the first one was on GBP CAD. You can see I did put a red banding on it, and this one was a very beautiful trade. Very beautiful trade. I did take this trade quite late yesterday, but we held it and we closed at this level. And the real question is, where do we think price will go? Exactly, this was the imbalance. And the question is, where do we think price will go? So I did take the first partial here, then I did full TP at that support and resistance theory, the old high. So based on daily, let's see how we close, but we need to see more lower time frame. So I think next week will tell us if we're ready to go down or up, right? And then another win that I took was on the US 30. So it was a small win. I thought that we would win even more, but I did some money on this move.